Good morning, and welcome to another Memphis Monday. I have a little controversy so far this morning because my hatchet has gotten the idea that I like our new Blackboard better than my hatchet. You know, so we got a little family squabble going on, but we got to get over it. We got to move on. What we're going to do today is we're going to install a ceiling fan in the house. So that's going to be pretty fun. And so I guess we better knock off the chit chat and get to work. Just a quick update. One of my viewers said that I ought to do some more updates on past projects and so forth. And of course we were kind of rushed to get this project here done last week, and so there's some things I didn't quite get done. One of the things I did here is I put some extra, I hadn't covered up the screw holes here, and the holes weren't deep enough for dowels, so I mixed up some epoxy and sawdust and just made some filler. That makes real good filler. First thing I got to do is unbox the thing. I'll tell you what, let me get all the pieces parts out of the box, and we'll discover how much trouble we're in. Now, before I install a ceiling fan, first I'm going to have to assemble one. I don't think there's a single part that's assembled. Now, I don't really need to read the directions, but I feel like I hurt their feelings. They went to all this trouble, so I'm going to go ahead and read them. Just trying to be polite. You understand? Well, the instructions seem to be written by somebody who actually speaks English, which is always nice. This thing must be American made or something. Anyway, the directions say that we need to install this thing, or assemble the thing, actually up in the overhead. So I thought you'd assemble it all here and then put it up, but that's not how it's done. So let's go in the house and get to work. This is the light, or the fan I'm going to replace. The thing rattles, and look at everything's kind of loose about it, and it doesn't blow enough air, and I'm hoping this new one will do a better job. This is a Hunter fan also, so maybe the brackets and everything up in here will be compatible. Okay, the first thing I have to install is this mounting bracket. It can be installed either with these long wood screws or a machine screw. Now, apparently I can just secure this thing up here using these. I'm going to use the original screws that were in the other one. Okay, the next thing is to put this little canopy on the fan part, and then put the whole thing up in that bracket we just put up. So this is the canopy. So let me put this on here, run those wires through. That goes like that. And now we just got to put this little knob here up on that bracket. Okay, here we are. We just finished that step. Check it out. Thumbs up. Okay, the next step is to place the receiver on top of the down rod assembly as shown. Okay, I got five wires coming out of this thing. I'm assuming that these easy to follow instructions are going to tell me where to hook those wires up at some point. Alrighty, that's what we have now. Look at the wires coming out of that spaghetti mess. Let's see if the easy to follow instructions give us a clue. Okay, I'm supposed to hook up 3 wires here. This is the green wire from the fan. This is the bare copper wire from the ceiling right there. And there's the green wire from the bracket, all held together with a nut. Okay, let's go to the next instruction. Okay, now it says connect the yellow wire from the receiver to the black wire from the fan. Connect the blue wire from the receiver to the blue wire from the fan. Okay, the yellow wire from the receiver to the black wire of the fan. Now it says connect the black wire from the ceiling to the black wire from the receiver, and connect the white wire from the ceiling to both the white wire from the receiver and the white wire from the fan. Okay, to make sure I have the make sure I got it wired right and all that business, I went ahead and hooked everything up so I could give it a try. Okay, so let me see if I can turn the light off. Light's off. Light's back on. Turn the light off. Now I'm going to turn on the fan. You see it turning? Now I'll turn the fan off. This is with a little, that's what I think I paid $50 extra for right there. It's a remote. Okay, now I got it turned off. Okay, are we satisfied? Is it working? Okay, let me turn the power back off and we'll put the blades on and all that stuff. Let me show you what I was worried about on the wiring. This is still hot, so I won't be touching anything, but there's a red wire and there's a black wire. I don't know if you can see that black wire right there at the bare end, right there. And then there's a red wire right there. Well, those 2 wires are both hot, and they're both 110, and one of them is hooked to the switch. And so I had to figure out which one was hooked to the switch. Is the reason I had to hook everything back up again. So the red wire right there is hooked up to the wall switch. Now what I'm going to do with that extra hot wire, I'm going to bend it over a little bit if I can. Put a wire nut on it. The reason they have that 2 hot wires, one of them going to the switch and one of them just on the line, so that you could turn the light off and still have the fan running. Okay, now I got to tuck all this stuff back up in the fuse, back up in the box. All right, and right there we got a thumbs up. What I'm doing here is attaching the blades to the fan motor. It might be tedious, but At least I'm not standing on that ladder. Okay, now it says lightly attach the blade irons to the motor and securely tighten after both screws are attached. And there's a little picture right there. Looks pretty easy. Let's do it. Thumbs up. Fixing to attach the switch housing and light kit. Where are you? This must be it. It says insert 2. Now take this rascal right here. Thread that baby in place. And put in the third one. Okay, now next operation is to first attach this little plug, then all this mess gets tucked up in here. Alrighty, let's go turn the power on, see if this thing works. What you do her. It's my remote. Let's try the light. Uh-oh, one light's not working. Here's a tip. Always screw the light bulbs in. That's working. Okay, let's try the fan. That's low speed. Let's put her on high. Now that's a fan. Well, I guess that does it for another Memphis Monday. My little hatchet's still mad at me. Here a few minutes ago he's saying he couldn't believe that people were like tuning in to watch me read instructions out of an instruction manual. I thought that was pretty cold myself, but you know how this hatchet is. Well, anyway, we finished installing our ceiling fan. I think we learned a couple of things. Well, we got an update on our chalkboard we built last week. Got a few more things done on it. But a couple of things we learned on the ceiling fan is that when you buy one of those things, they're really set up for just a regular person with a screwdriver and a pair of pliers to put it in. Just read the instructions, and it's really pretty simple. Second thing we learned is that you don't put it together first and then put it up in the ceiling. You put it up in the ceiling one piece at a time, which is good because otherwise you'd have to hold it up there while you did all the everything else. And then third thing we learned, which is kind of unexpected, is the wiring issue. Not only for fans, but anytime you're taking wiring apart in the house, if you got two hot wires there, a red wire and a black wire, that means you got some kind of a three-way switch or some other combination. You need to find out which one of those wires is hot when the switch is thrown. And, you know, I think that's included in the video. All right, so I guess that'll about do it. So like and comment and all that business. And I guess that's it. Nope, one more thing. Make sure you're back here next week for another exciting Memphis Monday. Is that okay with you?